Alright, what is up guys? So today I'm going to be replacing the power jack on my Asus laptop. I bought this laptop for 20 bucks a little while ago. I've installed every part that it needed to be fully functional, and now there's only one more thing left to do. Every time I plug in the charger, any movement of the cable or the laptop, it would stop charging. It will charge the battery, but it has to be completely still, no movement, or else it'll stop charging. And the reason is the power jack is damaged. Let me go ahead and show you. So the pin here, if I move it around, hopefully this is the reason why. See that? It moves around in there. It's pretty loose. And I think that is the reason why it doesn't charge properly. When I plug in the cable, it stops charging any movement. So I bought a replacement power jack from eBay. It cost me like $8, and I'm gonna go ahead and replace it. This will be my first time ever actually soldering, removing and soldering a new component on a laptop or any electronic device. So I had to buy pretty much everything I needed just to do this. I bought a rework station from Amazon. I paid like 40 bucks for it. And I also bought a digital microscope. So let me go ahead and show you that. This is a little cheap rework station with a soldering iron combo. It's a Mi Fix 8586. Hopefully this will be enough for this. So for the digital microscope, I bought this Tomlov digital microscope from Amazon as well. So I have the full setup now. I got all my tools. I got flux, heat-proof tape, desoldering wick, and my solder, and hopefully this is all I will need to replace this. And this would be useful in the future if I ever need to repair a laptop and or any device of any sort, like GPUs, stuff like that, replacing a chip. I'll definitely love to learn on this. But anyways, let's go ahead and replace the power jack. I'm going to go ahead and remove the motherboard and get it all set up for the replacement. Okay, so I removed the board. I put it on top of a box just to have it a little bit elevated so I can mess with this connector here. I did buy some a temperature, like heat resistant tape that I will put around these other components just so they won't move around when I put the heat on it. So I'm going to be using the soldering iron and the desoldering wick to remove some of the solder, thick solder around it, so it looks like I did try to see if maybe soldering the pins was going to fix this. I did this a bit ago, but it didn't work, so that's why I'm making this video, replacing this. So alright everyone, so I finally got this freaking power jack installed, and it doesn't look pretty. There you go. Hopefully it's on there good. I didn't film me doing this because while I was attempting to replace the power jack, it wasn't going as planned. I was for some reason I thought it was going to be super easy having the right tools, but nope. I was wrong. So it took me about 2 hours to figure it out. I let the board cool down after heating it up for so many times, and yeah, it wasn't fun at all. So I definitely gotta practice more on this. But it is installed. I put it back on the board. I plugged in the little LED indicator here that shows the if it's charging or not, or like if there's power and stuff like that. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and plug in my power supply and see if this blows up or causes a short or starts smoking. Because yeah, I don't know. Um, I was putting a bunch of heat on this board, and I know it can take a bunch of heat, but I'm just not used to it. I was scared I was gonna burn the board up. It was gonna start smoking, stuff like that. It wasn't fun, and this this liquid flux thing. While I was using it, this thing got really like sticky and hard. It was really annoying to work with. But overall it worked, and it served its purpose. But anyways, that's how it looks. For any of you professionals out there that do these, that do this on a regular basis, um, you know, I know the solder joints aren't the best, but they don't look too bad, I think. And the most important part would be that all those pins are making contact with the board, and that hopefully that would work. So anyways, enough of me talking about this. I was not gonna record for 2 hours, so I stopped recording. I was a little frustrated that it wasn't coming out. I was putting a bunch of heat with the air wick. It wasn't coming off. I was using the soldering iron, getting every little joint out. That wasn't working, because once you heat up a couple, like this side, and then this side, and then that side will get cold, and then you have to do it. So I'm like, what the hell do I do? So what I did at the end was like, I basically almost gave up. I was like, if I'm not gonna be able to swap this, you know, I don't know. So at the end, I was just like, screw it. I got my airwick, the air heat gun, and I just concentrated it in the center. I got the little box tip. Sorry, I used the little box tip. I basically just pointed at it until all the solder joints melted, and I was able to move it, and it happened. After 2 hours, it finally came off. And the other part that took forever was removing the leftover solder in the board where the pins go. I could not for the life of me get it out, even with my solder removal. I couldn't remove it, so I was like, damn, that took forever. But eventually I was able to get it off, and then I just like forced this in there with some of the solder. So I heated up the solder and then pushed that in there. I was like, finally. But anyways, enough of that. Let me plug this in. But before I plug it in, let me get my fire extinguisher. Alright, I got my fire extinguisher, and I got my power supply. Okay, let's plug this in. If it starts burning up, I'm just gonna toss my phone to the side and put the fire out if there's a fire. Anyways, here goes nothing. So before I plug this in, the problem I was having with this power jack or this laptop was every time you plug in the power connector, and it would charge the battery, but any movement, left to right, left, any movement, it will stop charging, and it wouldn't charge the battery. So I was inspecting the power jack, the old power jack, and the pin inside was wobbly. I guess it wasn't making great contact with the board, or it was just broken, or just old. So I went ahead and bought a new one, and hopefully that is the reason, and not another thing. But let's go ahead and plug this in. Come on. There you go. Cool. It's plugged in. Oh, we do get an orange light and an activity light. Don't know why we'd get that, but because I didn't power it on. But it's now okay. So I'm gonna do the test. I'm gonna move it around. Oh yeah, no, this is strong and this is not. I'm moving it around. It looks like it's still moving. Sorry, it looks like it's still, you know, giving power. So it's really solid in there. It's not that shaky. See, I'm shaking it. It's still giving power. It doesn't turn off. That's good. Okay, let me disconnect it. Awesome. Now, okay, so I'm gonna put this laptop back together. That works. Let me plug in the battery, see if that charges the battery. Put this back together, and if everything's working fine, that is the end of this laptop. Everything, I replaced the keyboard, bought the memory, bought a Wi-Fi card, bought an SSD, bought a power supply, bought a battery, and yeah, soon I'll be making a video of gaming on this. Hopefully it doesn't, hopefully there's no other issues internally while gaming, but anyways, let me go ahead and put this all back together and charge it. Alright, so everything's back together. Before I plugged in a charger, let me see if the laptop actually works still. Hit the power button. Alright, so our laptop is still working. There you go, the CPU, 4-core 8 threads, and the GPU. So thankfully I didn't cook anything in here. But the thing that matters now is the charger. So I'm gonna plug it in. It's on the other side. Okay, I'm gonna plug it in. Awesome, we get the charging lights. We get charging on the laptop. And does it anything happen when I move it? Nope. Perfectly working. That is good. And that is that. Sorry I didn't upload. Sorry I didn't film me replacing it. I don't think any of you guys would have wanted me to see. Any of you guys wanted to see me, you know, attempt this. It was a nightmare. It was horrible. You guys would have been pulling your hairs out. So I replaced it. Before I ever do a video about me fixing something like this, where I have to use this soldering station and this freaking digital microscope, I'm gonna have to practice a little more before I film anything like that, because it was pretty bad. Unless you guys want me to fail, unless you guys want to see me fail doing stuff like this. But I always wanted to learn how to do stuff like this. And here's the old power jack. Yeah, you can see the condition of this. It was pretty bad when I took it out. So yeah, that is awesome. The laptop is complete. The charging port is replaced. We got a brand new keyboard from AliExpress. We got a Wi-Fi card, M.2 SSD, a battery, and now we have this full working gaming laptop. But I will make a video of me actually gaming on this, you know, to see if it actually, you know, if there's any, to, you know, just to check if there's any other issues the laptop has. But so far I think I'm like around $120, $140 on this laptop. I paid $20 for parts. It had its issues, but they were quickly fixed. It didn't have battery, it didn't have any components, and the keyboard was missing keys. But overall, the laptop should be fully operational now. I'm gonna do some. I'm gonna daily drive it for a week, and then after that, I will make a video of me gaming on it and an update of how the laptop is doing, and hopefully it didn't blow up or burn my house. But that's it for this video. It is currently 3 in the morning. I got the replacement today when I got off work. I just pretty much drove home. And yeah, started working on it, preparing for a video. I started around 10 p.m. and now it's been 5 hours. So I've been 2 hours on the replacement, and then a couple hours just prepping, stuff like that. But I could probably less. But anyways, thank you guys for watching my videos. If you have any questions, let me know. And yeah, see you guys in the next video. Bye.